Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nirvana Musical Healing. These days, everything is moving so fast, and it's hard to concentrate on anything. We get distracted all the time by our phones and social media, and we start things with excitement but then get sidetracked by the next shiny thing. Today, I'm going to tell you a story. This story is about an emperor who had everything, but there was one big problem: his mind wouldn't stay focused. He constantly get distracted by new ideas, and it made him worried and stressed all the time, even at night. One day, the emperor heard rumors about a supervised person in his kingdom. The person supposedly knew the secret to a calm mind and being focused all the time. Many people traveled from distant places to seek advice from this renowned individual. So the emperor also decided to meet him in person. The journey to find this wise person was too long. He finally reached a small building where wise people sometimes live. It's called an ashram. There he saw a small garden and a gardener covered in mud, cleaning the place. The emperor thought the gardener was just a helper and asked where the supervised person was. The gardener smiled and said he was a person the emperor was looking for. He then invited the emperor to wait inside a small house. The emperor still thought this wise person would be all fancy, so he waited inside the small house, not quite believing the gardener could be him. Finally, the supervised person arrived, and guess what happened? It was the same muddy gardener. The emperor was surprised. The gardener, who was actually a Buddhist monk, and it explained that the real smarts don't come from books or fancy clothes. True wisdom comes from everyday things like taking care of a garden. Then the emperor told the monk about his trouble in focusing and asked for help. The monk understood and gave him a test for the next day. The next morning, the monk gave the emperor a watering can and 15 plants. He told the emperor to water them slowly and carefully, focusing only on that. If he started thinking about other things, he had to stop, go back to the first plant, and start again. This seemed easy, but it was not easy for the emperor. As he watered, his mind kept wandering. He thought about his own garden, problems in his kingdom, and how frustrated he was that he couldn't focus. He kept having to go back to the first plant because he couldn't finish watering them all. By evening, the emperor was tired and discouraged. He sat down next to the monk. The monk told him he had done a good job in his effort. He explained the point was not to water the plant fast, but to be completely in the moment. When your mind is clear and focused, even simple tasks can teach you things and make you feel peaceful. Finally, the emperor understood. He had been so worried about finishing the task that he couldn't just focus on doing it. This realization was a big moment for him. The monk offered the emperor some tips to improve his focus. He suggested paying attention to his breath, like noticing when you inhale and exhale. The simple practice helped him to stay focused on the present moment. Another tip was to take a few minutes to observe the surroundings, like looking and listening to what is happening around you. This can also bring your attention back to the present. The final tip was to notice any thoughts that come up without judgment and let them go and refocus on what you're doing. The emperor realized that true focus is not about finishing things quickly, but also being present in the moment. He went back to his palace, determined to practice these steps and become calmer and more focused. Thanks for joining us as we explore living simply and finding what truly matters in life. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos and share this with someone special. To leave you with some inspiration, remember to set high goals and keep reaching them. Thank you.